Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from theuptrend.com. In the pre-market this morning, stock index futures are mixed, but they're not moving very far at the moment. Now, yesterday, the Dow was down sharply. It's up this morning in the pre-market on some earnings, and while the Nasdaq made a new all-time high yesterday, it is actually down in the pre-market on Wednesday morning, so a little profit taking, but no major damage. Now, yesterday we were waiting for the CPI numbers. Today we're waiting for PPI numbers to come out at 8:30. They could certainly help change the direction of the market. Now, the U.S. market did have some winners yesterday. We had semiconductors gapping higher on the back of NVIDIA gapping higher on Tuesday. And it was really the technology sector being led higher by semiconductors that were the only real winners on Tuesday. Once you look outside of the technology sector, everything else was down on Tuesday. Looking at the Dow itself, it is back on a sell signal as of Tuesday's close, being led lower by American Express, Home Depot, United Healthcare. We had Merck down on the day, not enough to give us a sell signal. That could happen on Wednesday with a close below $81.19. Travelers Group made a new low for this move. It's been on a sell signal since early June. And then we've got Sherwin-Williams, second day of a sell signal there. And then we've got Amgen trading back into the channel, looking for a close on Wednesday below $289.97 to give us a sell signal. We've got Goldman Sachs trading back in the channel, looking for a close on Wednesday below $685.18. Now, there were some winners on the Dow, even though it was down sharply on the day. And those winners, of course, were technology stocks. They were the Magnificent Seven stocks. And there's Microsoft making a new high on Tuesday. We had Amazon up on the day, and we even had Apple up on the day. So still in the channel, but no change in trend. That could happen on Wednesday with a close below $207.35. Now, the Canadian market held up a little better than the U.S. market on Tuesday with three sectors up on the day. The big loser on the day was consumer staples. So there's the TSX. It was down 144 points and change. Really no major breakdown. Did not close below the previous day's low. The biggest loser in percentage terms was George Weston, followed by Tech, already on a sell signal. Thomson Reuters pulled back yesterday, had an inside day after Monday's big up day. Then we had Loblaws down on the day and Dollarama back on a sell signal as of Tuesday's close. Moving back to the U.S. market, the S&P 500 was down slightly yesterday. The biggest loser was State Street, followed by Agilent. Then we had BlackRock and Newmont Gold Corp was down sharply on the day, came off of its intraday lows, but still back on a sell signal as of Tuesday's close. Now, what worked? Well, some of the stocks that worked on the S&P 500 also worked on the NASDAQ 100, and Supermicro was the big winner, followed by then First Solar, which generated a sell signal on Monday and then came back on Tuesday. So you might have waved off that sell signal if you looked at what was going on in the pre-market on Tuesday morning. And then AMD making a new high for this move, gapping higher with some of the rest of the semiconductors. Then looking at the NASDAQ 100 with those big cap tech stocks and the semiconductors, the NASDAQ 100 was actually up on the day ever so slightly. The big winner was Trade Desk, which I think is going to be added to the S&P 500. That was the big winner. So the big loser on the day was Biogen, followed by Charter Communications. And then we had Regeneron trade back into the channel. So looking for a close below $540.58 on Tuesday to give us a sell signal. And then Lululemon looking awfully weak here, and it certainly, gapped lower back in early June. We had a buy signal, which only lasted a couple of days, so that is a lower high. And now we're looking to see if we make a lower low for Lululemon. Now, Bitcoin, of course, was in the news. It made a new high on Monday, pulled back on Tuesday. It's trading higher on Wednesday morning. And while Bitcoin was pulling back yesterday, Ethereum actually closed higher on the day, making a new high on Tuesday. And let's finish off with the VIX. The VIX traded up into the channel yesterday for the S&P 500, looking for a close on Wednesday above 1743. Still looking for a close on the midterm chart above 20. And then the third degree of fear would be breakout above the top of the flypaper channel, which is currently right around $22. And so far, we haven't seen any move to the upside for the VIX that would cause us to be overly concerned about the market at this time. Okay, folks, that's all for this morning's presentation. So far, it looks like we're going to have a fairly quiet open on Wednesday morning. I'm off to donate blood this morning at 10 a.m. I hope you have a blood donor's appointment set up in the not so distant future as well. Enjoy the rest of your day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Thursday morning, and at that time we'll walk through the most actively traded stocks from Wednesday's trading action.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theuptrend.com.